side in, come to attention. Bow. And position. Student creeds. I develop myself physically and mentally based on the Mile High Karate spirit. I will only fight to protect my life and the lives of others. I achieve my fullest potential, developing knowledge, honesty, and strength. And what's your goal? Black belt excellence, ma'am. Come to attention. Bow. Okay, thank you. Okay, so for my people on YouTube live stream, I see everyone from Zoom below you. So if I'm talking to someone or getting in close to look at people, it's the people on Zoom because I can actually physically see them. So you guys work hard and I can see that you're working hard. For my people on YouTube live stream, just have the integrity to keep going and make sure that you're doing what you need to be doing. Okay, we're gonna get started with a light warm up. So go ahead and start jogging, which I was just doing. Okay, and when I say jump, you guys are gonna jump. When I say duck, you guys are gonna duck. And jump. And jump. Make sure we're not doing this kind of jump. We're actually tucking our knees all the way into our chest. And duck. Okay, good. And duck. Jump. Jump. Duck. Duck. Duck, jump. And jump. And time. Okay, for the next one, you guys will be doing a squat, lunge, squat, lunge. And it'll be alternating between all two of those. So it's squat, just like combinations, go to the side, lunge, squat, lunge, squat, and then keep going. You guys will be going for 30 seconds, and go. There we go, keep going guys. Make sure your hands are up by your face on the squats and the lunges. A few more seconds. And time. Okay, for this next one, we're going to be doing only lunges, but we're gonna add a little Mario jump to it. So you're gonna be stepping back into a lunge, and with the leg that you step back with, it's gonna be shooting up, all the way up with your knee to the sky. You're gonna be alternating too, so the other leg steps back, the leg that went back, shoot up, and 30 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and get close, watch you guys on this one, and go. So take a step back, and jump. You're just driving that knee all the way up. You guys have about 10 seconds left, so keep it going. And make sure you keep your balance, Liam. And time. Okay, for the next one, we did a little bit of legs. Now we're moving on to our arms. We're gonna be doing caterpillar push-ups. Now, I am not allowed to be using my arm that much, so I'm only gonna show you as much as I can show you guys. So I'm gonna scoot back a little bit so you can see me. You guys are going to be inching down into a push-up position, doing a push-up. You guys will actually be doing a push-up, then inching your way up, and then repeating the process. Now, I cannot do this one, but I will be watching you guys, so go ahead and go for 30 seconds. And go. Make sure these are black belt push-ups. Go down as far as you can go. I want you guys maintaining the good technique, even if you can't go all the way down. Inch your way down, push up. You guys have 10 seconds left. I'm keeping track on my watch. Keep that body off the floor. And time. Okay, next one. This one I can actually do, so I will go ahead and do this one with you guys. Now I'm gonna stand up first to show you what I'm doing because you may not see exactly what I'm doing over there. You guys will be doing a sit-up, and as soon as you come up, you guys will be crossing to do your punches. So cross, twist your body, and then cross, twist your body, and that's one. Okay, so sit up, punch, punch, and we're going to be going for 30 seconds as well. Let me get my watch ready. Ready, and go. Elbow all the way up to your knees. You guys have 10 seconds left. Try to get 5 more in. And that is time. Okay, last one we're going to be doing, or you guys will be doing this because I actually cannot do this one with you guys. So I'm going to explain it rather than showing. You guys will be in a push-up position, okay? You're going to take one knee, you're going to bring it up, tap the knee, and then tap the other knee. Remember, it's opposite. Don't do same. You're going to fall right on your face if you do that. So opposite knee, knee. You're not doing any push-ups with this. You're just holding yourself into a push-up position. Now, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you guys can go ahead and touch your foot. So you have to bring your knee up a little bit further, closer to your body. Okay, 30 seconds for this one. And go. So in that push-up position, either touching your knees or touching your feet. Keep going. And then for people on YouTube live stream, I'm just watching the people on Zoom right now, making sure that they're doing black belt push-up, guys. I'm watching you. And then people on YouTube, just make sure that you're going all the way down on this push-up. Or we're not doing all the way down on the push-up, but touching your knees or your feet. A few more seconds. And time. Okay, that was our last little warm-up, so you guys can go ahead, grab a quick sip of water. When you come back, we are going to be doing some very light static stretching. So we're going to keep our body moving and not stationary for this one. 30 seconds and go. Okay, you guys have about 10 seconds left. Okay, and time. Okay, let's do this. For our static stretching, we're going to be, again, continuously moving our body. Make sure that it's not freezing up on us because we are doing combinations today. And there's a lot of jump kicks and a lot of twisting movements. So we're going to be counting 1, 1, or no, we're not going to be counting 1, 1. We're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to be doing 6, so it's even on both sides. The first one, you're going to be grabbing your leg, pulling it close to your chest, and just switching. Now remember, you're not holding it for a long time. You're just bringing it up, pulling it in, that's it. And 6, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, next one, you're going to be bringing your leg back and grabbing your ankle, pulling it in, and letting it go. Both hands are pulling it in. Go up to 6. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, for the next one, you guys are going to be taking your leg, going over above your knee, sitting down, going all the way up to 6. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now for this next one, I gotta pull up my pants a little bit. Okay, for the next one, you're gonna be having your feet pretty fairly apart for this one, so make sure it's a little bit further than it usually is. You guys are gonna be reaching to one side, and as you're reaching to one side, your knee's going to be bending, and this foot over here, the long straight one, you're gonna be putting your toes up and reaching down, and you're stretching right here all the way through the leg. 6 on both sides. Actually, no, we'll do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now we're going to be moving out our arms a little bit, so you guys will start off with scissors. We're just going to go for a few seconds. You can shake out your legs a little bit for this one if you'd like. Now arm circles forward and back. Go ahead, now take your neck. You're going to roll it one side carefully. Roll it the other direction. Now for our last stretch, we're going to be doing stretch kicks. We're only going up to 4 on these ones, so go ahead and put your leg back set to the front. Aya, keep your legs super, super straight. 4 of them, 1 being your lowest, and then 4 being as high as you can kick. But your leg is locked, or your knee is locked. And go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and switch. Make sure this leg is behind you so you got a little bit more momentum. And go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that was our last little stretch, so let's go ahead and get to our combinations. Now, we're actually just going to be drilling through 10 through 13. So we're not going to be focusing on one specifically because by now you guys should all know them, and there's absolutely no excuses as to why you don't know them because you guys have, you're very lucky to have all the access to the curriculum, okay? So Mr. Morris is going to be my model and my example doing the combinations while I will be talking. Okay, so Mr. Morris, go ahead and jump in. Okay, let's do this one. We're gonna do breakdown, and then combination full speed, or regular speed, whatever you like to call it. We're gonna do that for all 4 of them, or 3 of them, technically.
4.
4?
10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, 13. For some reason, I was only counting to 12. Okay, and that's my aya.
Aya.
Okay, number 10. Now remember, this is American kickboxing, so you guys have to fix your shoulders immediately. They're a little bit more facing your target and squared rather than a taekwondo stance. Okay, go ahead and do your jab cross, back leg inside outside, or outside inside for this one, and land ridge aya.
Aya.
Now remember on your ridge, guys, make sure, I want you to freeze there, that your leg is pivoted or squishing the bug. You have to be careful with that because if someone accidentally slips and kicks a little bit lower, you're safe. Because if your leg is completely straight, bam, there goes your knee. It goes straight in. And you don't want that. Okay, go ahead and turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Make sure you guys are turning the right way. And jab cross. Outside, inside. And land aya. Okay, turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you guys will be going full speed on this one. Number 10. Go.
Aya.
And turn.
Yes, ma'am.
I actually want over here. Okay, full speed one last time. And go.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
There's something in my eye. Okay, number 11. This one has absolutely no hand movements, but it does have a lot of funny spit time in this one. Okay, back leg round kick, tornado kick, and reverse hook.
Yeah.
Now you guys need to make sure that you land exactly the way you started. A lot of you guys love to keep going with that hook kick, or sometimes momentum just takes you and you end up with the wrong leg in front. You want to start off with the one that's started the combination. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, one more time, move by move. Back leg round kick, tornado kick, and hook.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Now full speed. Make sure your hands are still maintaining up as much as possible. You don't want to drop them. And number 11, go.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and one last time, go.
Aya.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, number 12 this time. Start off with your back leg. Both 12 and 13 start off with your back leg kicking first, but remember, 12 is front round, and then 13 is round. So that one maintains the same. Okay, so number 12, front round, reverse hook kick. Now he lands with his back. He's landing the quote wrong way. Back fist and back punch.
Aya.
Good, and turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, back leg goes first, front round, reverse hook, and you should land with your back facing the camera right now. Back fist, and rich hand aya. Or back punch, I'm sorry guys. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
I really wanted a rich hand apparently. Okay, number 13, this one's way more simplistic than number 12. So back leg starts off first, same thing, but change to a round, and go. Round, reverse hook, and bring it all the way through until you land where you started. So you guys hopefully have started with your belly button facing the camera right now, or facing me. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
And you guys should end that way too. Okay, back leg goes first, round, reverse hook, and land. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, So guys, I made a mistake. We forgot to go full speed on number 12. So let's backtrack a little bit and go full speed on number 12. I'm sorry, guys. And go. Front round, hooks, back fist punch.
Yeah, you did it.
Turn. And number 12, full speed, go. Turn. Okay, now we're back to 13, but we are on the full speed version of 13. So just go ahead and do those 3 moves and wait for the rest of the directions. Number 13, go. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
13, go.
Yeah.
Good. And time. Okay, now remember guys, if you have, if we were going a little too fast on the combinations, or maybe you're a little confused or iffy on some of them, make sure that you're going on to Google Classroom and looking at the combination that you are struggling on, and making sure that you do not fall behind, because there is no excuse to fall behind when, like I said, everything is in your hands. Okay, we're gonna move on to practicing all those different kicks now. Would you like to stay? It's up to you. Okay. So I'm going to be working on those because I actually can use my legs. I can't use my hand now. Okay, so go ahead and set towards the front. Okay, the first kick that we're going over is the first one on number 10. So that is the inside-outside kick. So go ahead and use the back leg just like we did in number 10 so we can keep it relatively the same. You guys are starting with the chamber of a front kick, but it's a little bit more off to the side. You guys are going out and landing inside your body, okay? And then reset. You guys are going to do 5 per side. So back leg, remember, bring it out, do your kick, and set it right back where it was. And go. Outside, inside. It goes out and in, almost like a hook kick. Okay? And keep going. 2.
A bad hook kick.
A really bad hook kick.
Like what basic does.
3, yeah. 4. And 5. Okay, go ahead and switch. Now, I keep getting a lot of questions on what your foot position looks like on this one. Because for round kick, your toes are pointed. Side kick, your toes are flexed. And hook kick is a combination of both. This one is just like the front kick, which is the Barbie doll toe. So make sure that you guys are doing that and flexing your toes back to get the ball of your foot. And go. Outside, inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. See, it feels weird sometimes. The more, if you do it repetitively in a row, it feels kind of weird. Okay, now we're moving on to the next kick. So number 11, the main kick was the hook, not the hook kick, the tornado kick. So we're gonna be working on that. But, like I said, I wanna keep it relatively the same to the combinations. So the first move of number 11 is the round kick spinning into the hook kick, so it gives you a little bit more momentum. Now the biggest thing before we start practicing it 5 times per side is make sure that your hips are in the position of a round kick when you're doing the tornado kick. You're not, so if I do the round kick, we're not doing a front kick, so I'm about to turn, do the tornado kick. We're not going in and doing an inside-outside kick like we did before. You guys need to completely turn your hips, which is probably the hardest part of a tornado kick. So you guys are doing your round, and then right here, you need to flip your hips over so you land almost in the way of a round kick. Okay, so go ahead and try those 2 moves on each side. Okay, round, tornado 1, and then reset. 2, 3, make sure your hips are flipped over. I'm gonna go a little close and watch you guys. And flip your hips as best as you can. Make sure your toes are pointed on the tornado kicks. Trey, keep working. There we go. Good. And make sure you try to get both sides. I'm going to time you guys in about 30 seconds. You guys are just practicing 5 times per side on the tornado kick. Hips are all the way over. Okay? Keep going, guys. 10 more seconds. Try to get a few more in. You may be very, very dizzy right now, and that's okay. Keep pushing through, guys. Good, and time. Okay, next kick we're going to be working on. Since this one is 2 kicks, we are actually going to move it on to only 3 times per side. So this one is just like number 12, so it's a back leg front kick and then a jump round. So remember, just like the tornado kick, we do our front, but then we have to flip our hips as fast as possible to get it to the side for the round kick. Okay, so front, flip, round. Okay, so go ahead and try that. That was one for me. Keep going. 2, 3. Then you switch to the other side. Front, flip, round. Remember, flip, that's the big thing. 1, 2, my pants are popping. 3. Good. Okay, hopefully you guys are wrapping it up a little bit. We're gonna move on to number 13's kick. Hold on, checking the time. Okay, we're good. Which is a round. So you have, this one is probably one of the hardest ones because you have to flip your hips one way and then flip them the completely opposite direction. Even black belts struggle with this still because it's really difficult to get your hips swinging the other way when you're in the air. So go ahead and try that 3 times per side. Round. Round. It's 2, 3. On the other side, once you're done, 3 per side, guys. 2, 3. Checking on people right now. Once you're done, go ahead and get relaxed position. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna move on to a drill for the daily challenge. So this isn't the daily challenge, but it is a drill to help you guys with it. So it is something to do with a round kick. So I'm gonna show you the drill first. We're gonna go through it, and then I'll tell you what the daily challenge is. Unless you've been on Facebook, you don't know what it is yet, okay? So I want you to set one direction, Aya, just like we're doing combinations. Pivot your foot and go ahead and bring up your side kick chamber. So remember, toes are flexed back, your foot is flat, and my knee is close to my stomach. You guys are gonna count down from 20, 9, 8, 7, just hold it, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Go ahead, just set it down. Go ahead and turn. It's just a chamber right now for 20 seconds, so bring it up. And 10 or 20. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Go ahead and set it down. Okay, make sure that your hands are up. Now, a lot of you guys right now, for my people on Zoom, you guys are, some of you guys, actually a lot of you guys, are still staring at the screen while your chamber's up, so you're here and you're just staring, okay? Make sure that you're not doing that because I'm moving and counting, and you don't want to look at something while you, as it's moving while you're trying to keep your balance. So stare at something that's not moving in your house so that you can keep your balance up, especially for this next part, because we're going to chamber it up, we're going to kick it out, and we're going to hold it for 20 seconds, nice and straight out there for our side kick. Now, 2 things to look for, or that I'll be looking for, is that your foot, as soon as it goes out, that it's completely straight in front of you, not out off to the side over here randomly. It's completely straight in front of you. Second thing is the re-chamber. So as soon as I say set your leg down, after the 20 seconds is done, you bring it in and you set it back down. Do not just go here and drop it. I know you're gonna be tired after it, but you have to re-chamber and maintain that technique, okay? Let's try it out. I want you to start on the leg that you were originally on. Go ahead and set, Aya. Now I will be watching you guys because I want to, you guys are level 3, I want to make sure that you're doing it right. Okay, go ahead and bring it up. You guys don't need an example of me up front. You know exactly what you're supposed to do. Go ahead and kick it out. And 20, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Thank you, Susan, for rechambering. That was beautiful. Okay, go ahead and turn. Bring it up. Kick it out. Eye up. And 20, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Bring it in and set it down. Okay, so one thing that you guys need to watch out for is when you're out here, you're not doing this thing. A lot of you guys did the little free bird. Keep your hands in close, okay? That can be pretty dangerous when you're sparring. Okay, now, like I said, that had to do with the daily challenge. The daily challenge, if you haven't seen Facebook yet, is to find a random object in your house to do a sidekick on. You stand on that object, you hold a sidekick, and someone takes a photo of you. Now, make sure that your parents approve the spot first. I don't want you standing on your cat and taking a picture, obviously. Okay, so find something steady that's not gonna break or randomly fall. So you can stand on a pillow, you can stand on a big textbook, a chair, a table if you want to challenge. I mean, that actually would be a little bit easier, but obviously with your parents' permission, like I said, then your parent or your sibling will take a photo of you. You guys will send it into our email or post it on Facebook, or just send it to us on Facebook and we'll post it and we'll give you a strike for that. So any random object you guys will stand on. Now we're not gonna do that in class. That was what we did in class, was just a drill. You guys are gonna do it as soon as we're done with this class that we're on right now, on the Zoom meeting or on the live stream. Okay, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment. On Facebook, yes, on Facebook, I did the daily challenge and I actually stepped on Mr. Morris. That was, he was my object that I did a sidekick on. So he got on the ground and I stood on him and I did a sidekick, and that was my daily challenge. So you guys, again, get creative with it and be safe with it. Okay, let's go ahead and bow out. Come to attention. Bow. Position. Hands behind your back. Black belt creed. As a dedicated student of the martial arts, I live my life by the principles of black belt. Modesty, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and double spirit, ma'am. And position. Mile high karate is the best, ma'am. Awesome. Okay, one or two more announcements. I've already briefly said this, but everything is on Google Classroom. And especially for my kiddos, you cannot log into Google Classroom on your school account. It does not work on your school account. You have to do it on a different email or use your parents' Gmail account, but any other one than your school account. It does not work on your school account. But get onto Classroom. Everything is on there. Mr. Morris's mat chats, leadership, there's forms, combinations, everything's on there. So go ahead and look at that, especially if I went a little too fast today on combinations. Review over those. Secondly, we do have a morning workout at 10 a.m. with Mr. Ogle. It's only 30 minutes, but it's a good way to get you guys moving and get you guys distracted, especially if you guys are bored. So I know Samira, thank you so much for joining us. Was it today or was it?
She's been on all week.
Yeah, you've been on all week, so good job, girl. Parents, you guys can also do this with your child too. It's a really good workout, so get your bodies moving and make sure that you're, staying active while you're stuck at home, right? I think that's all the announcements. Yep, those were the two that I was going to say. Now, Mr. Morris is going to move the camera over to move on to leadership, so you guys just take a seat, and Mr. Morris is going to take over. Have a wonderful night, guys.
All right, gonna move this safely. Hello. And cool. Go down. Wonk, wonk. All right. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. You guys are doing your leadership stuff today. So Well, we're going to quickly go through this for you all. We are on number 13, which is rise to the occasion when working with challenging students. It says, have patience and work positively with each student every time you get the chance. There's no getting around it. You will have to deal with some blank students when you are teaching. This is challenging. Challenging, that is the word. Now, with this one, Ms. Ogle just talked about it actually, the Google Classroom. On that Google Classroom is a whole section for leadership, and in there is the worksheet that I'm going over right now. So you guys can print that off, come back to this video, and write down all of the answers that I'm putting on here so you guys have that for your binders, all right? So, there you go. Next up is, there's no getting around it. You will have to deal with some challenging students when you are teaching, or for you guys when you're helping us out on the mat. It's natural and okay to have some blank students. This one is favorite. It's okay to have some favorite students. But it is never, ever, ever, it is not okay to show that then. It is not okay to show it. So no matter what, whoever you might really like, it's never okay to be like, oh, that's my favorite person. Because, well, then everyone else is going to be like, but what about me? What about me? I work hard too. And that is never okay to show it, all right? So, let's see here. Too high. Yes. But it is okay not to show it. Realize that you have the blank to change and transform your students' lives. You have the potential. You all have the potential to change a student's life, no matter who it is. If you guys started helping us out now or not, if you guys take everything that we are going over in the conference room seriously, if you listen to what I am trying to teach you, you will be a better instructor than me. You'll be a better instructor than Ms. Ogle. You'll be a better instructor than Mr. Churchman. These things that we're teaching you is going to make you the best instructor ever, or even just the best black belt you can be. You guys all have the potential to become someone's favorite black belt, someone's favorite helper. Just like for me, Master Galloway, I will forever and ever look up to him because he helped me through and he helped me earn my black belt. He is the person that I want to be as an instructor. Why? Because, well, he showed me that I can do it, okay? So it's the same for you guys. You all have the same potential within you. Now, moving on to the rule of 3. Number 1, build blank. Build blank. This one is rapport. Build rapport. The T is silent. Yes, so what that means is whenever it's building a relationship, building a connection with whoever you are teaching. You want to build a connection with them and help them get better, okay? That is what you're doing. You want to build a connection with them to help them get better. It keeps going. It says, this is one of the most important things. We want to be a teacher and role model for them. That is our job. We are their role models. We are people that they can look up to as black belts, as instructors, as helpers. All right? Now, it also says, so we need to lead by blank and always look for the good in people, in our students. This one is lead by example. Example. That means if I am, not being healthy, if I'm just going home and doing nothing and not working hard, not practicing, not doing the things that I expect all of you guys to do, well then you guys will be like, well, you're not doing it, why do I? All right, and it goes the same for you guys as our level 3 students, as our leaders, some of our leaders. If you guys are in class and you're not responding and a basic student walks in, well then they're gonna be like, well, they're not responding, why do I have to? And that's why we get kind of snippy with you guys when you're not responding, why we're like, hey, you need to respond or you're gonna do push-ups kind of thing. It's because there could be any time that a basic student can walk in and see that, and if they see you not responding, they're gonna think they can do the same thing. All right, that's why we're always on top of you guys about that. Good, so number 2, give them clear blank and feedback. Give them clear blank and feedback. This one is expectations. It's a long one. Yes, give them clear expectations. That one, right there. Expectations. That means if I want you to be doing something, if I expect you to be responding, if I say, hey, you need to respond, that is a clear expectation of what I need you guys to be doing, all right? That is what those mean. So it goes on, it says, if you have built rapport, the student will want to do good, to please you, to earn positive blank. This one is feedback. 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 Yes, so what that means is kind of like you guys. Whenever you guys are doing anything and you're like, Mr. Morris, watch this. That's you guys doing exactly this. That's you guys wanting me to watch you guys so I can praise you and so I can give you guys that good feedback. All right, it's the same exact thing. Now you guys can do that with younger students as well. All right, when I was a younger black belt, when I was not working for Mile High Karate, I used to have students come up to me and ask me these things all the time too. Why? Because I was doing exactly this stuff. I was learning how to be a great instructor. Okay, I was learning how to be genuinely interested in what they're saying to me. I'm being honest with them. I'm showing them kindness. I'm showing them respect. All this stuff will make you a better instructor or a better black belt. Good. All right. Make sure the student knows exactly what you want of them. All right. Number 3, catch them doing something blank. You want to catch them doing something right. Something right. Boom. You want to catch them doing something right. All right, so that word right there, right. You want to catch them doing something right. That means everyone knows how good it feels when you do something right. So we want to make sure we always catch the student doing the right thing. It makes them feel good. That basically means whenever any of us instructors go to you and they're like, oh man, you did so amazing in class, or thank you for using your manners, or anything that we're like, oh man, you're doing great. That is what that means, okay? Whenever we give you that feedback, whenever we catch you doing something right, we say something about it right away, all right? That's what that is talking about. So we're gonna go back down a little bit to the always section. This one, the first one is be blank. This one is be persistent. That means never stop. You have to continuously do it. You can't just do it 5 times and then stop doing it. It has to be all the time. And that's something that us instructors are really good at. We always try to find something that you guys are doing right. We always are building rapport with you guys. We always give you guys those clear expectations and clear feedback. That is what that means. Always do these things. Next one is always talk to them, not blank at them, not down at them. Not down at them. That means I'm going to talk to you at your level. I'm going to say, hey guys, we need to do this. Or, hey guys, this is what we have to do. I'm not going to be like, you're doing awful. That's not right. You need to fix it. Because if I do that, you guys don't feel great. That's so bad. That makes you feel so small. And that's what that means, okay? And then the last one is do not give in, stay in charge. Again, this is all doing with, every student in general, but especially with our challenging students. So if you have a student where you're like, oh man, it's so hard to work with them, try this stuff. It'll work, I promise. It's well proven. So, but you have to stay on top of it. You have to keep showing that you are in charge. That's doing things like, all right, we need to keep going. So no matter like they run off the floor and you're like, oh man, that's not what we need to do. Come back, get on the dot. Whatever you have to do, you keep them what they're supposed to be doing. And if they're not listening to you, you have to come get one of us, and then we will deal with it. All right, that's what that means. Or when you become an instructor, then you'll learn other ways of how to get students, the difficult ones, to focus on the dot for you. Okay, so it's all learning. I'm trying to teach you guys the basics of how to be a good black belt, be a good helper, and be a good future instructor. So, leadership thoughts at the very bottom. This is the question at the end of every lesson that we do. It says, how can you encourage students in a positive way? How can you encourage students in a positive way? And it can be anything you guys think of is the correct way, okay? You're gonna write that down. Again, if you download this page right here, the one we are going over, all of the worksheet that we're working on is on the Google Classroom. That way you guys can grab it, fill it out, put it into your binder. These are the answers right here on this whiteboard, from all the way down here off screen, all the way up here to the top. All right, so these are your answers. If you need to watch this again, then that's fine. Go to YouTube, go to our YouTube channel. I mean, there's a few people on there already. You guys can click on the class for tonight. It's the 26th. You guys can click on that, go to there, go to the very end of the class, and watch this entire thing again. That way you guys soak in all the knowledge. All right, so you guys go ahead, get that done, and that's it. Awesome job, you guys. Again, join us 10 a.m. every morning for a workout, and have a good evening. Excellent job, you guys. Thanks, bye.